All right, let's get started. I don't have my, here we go. I do have a little rack here. A rack. Oh my God. Come on. Why is this so difficult? Here we go. Okay, so I thought I'd just share, yeah, we didn't take these down yet. I thought I'd just share how it looks. Because what I'm doing right now, so sorry, this is very unprofessional. Let's see if I can alter this to, there we go. Hello, I'm at question number 30. I'm actually using my own coaching skills, my own coaching, not series, education, I guess, and my own course made in hindsight. After a few years of self-healing, I created an online course with the knowledge that I had accumulated after having used my own coaching or the coaching that I learned from the NLP Master Health and Business Coach. It took me down a few rabbit holes, and actually not the ones of the world that we've seen lately, just personal ones. It took me down a bunch of rabbit holes personally, and in hindsight, it's really weird because the owner of the school, the teacher, wonderful woman, she died a couple of years back, and so weird to me. The whole thing was just it just shocked me because that woman had such an impact on my life. I just felt like I was never able to tell her how valuable this was to me. She was actually part of translating this stuff from English into Norwegian. And it actually just, it took me on a path that I had no clue that I would go on once I had started, or before I started, I mean. So right now I'm starting at step 1. I did 2 things. I went onto my computer and I brought up the videos from the online course and I listened to one of the first videos. Because I needed to help myself. Mind you, I've been asking myself these questions and I've been diving deep and doing this kind of work for years now. But I actually just wanted to go back. Step 1, go back to step 1, pretend you're your own client and do it again. Just start over. Because I'm actually, like, you know how you're peeling this onion. I keep saying this, but you keep peeling these onions, or we are onions, and we keep peeling the onion of who we are, right? And the first layer is out here, and it feels really great to peel the first layer because we're like, oh, I feel so much freer. But then after a while, you come into the next layer, and the next layer is thicker and denser, and it's harder. It creates more, it's just deeper, right? And you just keep going like this. So you think you're done every time, like, but I've done this because the healing process it's a spiral. So you keep coming back to the same thing, but it's deeper and deeper and deeper. So will we ever finish? I don't know. But at least we get stronger and more knowledgeable and everything for each layer. However, these layers can also feel really intense and we can feel like, my lordy, have I not done this yet? Like, what's wrong with me? At least that's been a big thing in my case. And I've been definitely sitting with the self-shame and self-guilt and self-hatred a lot. And I saw a video a while back. It just made everything fall into place. And you have these videos every once in a while and you're like, oh, that makes so much sense. I've had lots of them, but this was really profound because it appears as though, apparently, scientists have found, and with science, it can be paid in any direction, whatever. So let's just take it for what it is. But apparently they have discovered that there were like 2 groups of people receiving healing and help with, I think it was depression or anxiety, like whatever, mental health issues. And one group seemed to get beyond their problems, the other one didn't. And they found out that the group that didn't get better was the group of nervous system healing as well, was the group that was stuck in self-judgment. And I'm sure we're so many stuck in this bubble of self-judgment, even though we get onto the spiritual path, whatever that means, because then we start to judge ourselves for not having healed enough, and like, what, am I not spiritual enough? Like, what am I doing? Like, why is this just not working? Why is this not working, right? But also I just found that it's just such an ancestral, like almost, I would almost say spell, curse, like it's such a deep rooted thing in our, I think in our family, going in both families probably, like it's generational programming wound, I'm pretty sure. Just looking at like my immediate ancestry, I guess. So here I am sitting then with one of the basic processes, starting from over and just going like, okay, just go blank, like stop judging all of this, like thinking that you should have and blah, 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 because I keep using strategies, and I'm sure that they've done so much for me because I keep bringing all these things into light. But sometimes like I bring so much into light and I sit so much with emotions that I felt in the last few years that I just keep doing that, and still my life is still like not moving forward, and I'm very much frustrated because why am I still here in this situation, repeating the same pattern when I'm so aware I'm doing all this kind of work, I'm healing it, I'm transmuting it, I'm becoming aware, I'm shedding light, am I doing shadow work, I'm reprogramming, I'm doing EFTing, I'm doing like tapping, tapping. Like, I don't know how many strategies, I'm doing healings, quantum healings and therapies. Hello. So I just decided to start over and do this. And why am I bringing you on? I don't know. Decided that was one of the things that I wrote right now, that I'm going to make a video every day, or a sound file. Probably just going to make a little video. I did order new mics, little cute ones and a bigger one. Which is exciting. It hasn't arrived yet, but it will very soon. So I'm making this video without a microphone, so the sound is not going to be great, but I don't care because I'm going to do this for me, because what I do for me, I'm going to do for ultimately that should be my main goal, because that is why we are here, to evolve within. And then whatever ripple effect that has is great, but that's not my responsibility right now, because then I get stuck in the external instead of the internal, right? We all know this. So, yeah, I'm at 30 and there are 36 questions. So what is 30? What can I do to, yes, you can support me in this way on a scale for how, yeah. You don't need to know these things because these questions are whatever. But, so that's step one. And step two is actually using all these floor anchors. That's what we call them. I love it because I'm very visual and I like colors, and I like to do things very, people can call it childish. I don't think it is. I just think it's beautiful, and it just very helps the process. We put these on the floor. They say different things, which is basically the human brain, what's it called? A process that we use when we reprogram. Like naturally, this is the process. So what we do is that we take the process, we split it up into the pieces that we actually do. Like this can take years, but as we reprogram, this is how we shift beliefs, belief system change. And we actually use it as a floor exercise, taking our old belief and our new belief, and we just do the whole stuff. I'm going to do that with myself because why not? Because I can, right? And I also listened to the video, like I said, from my online course that I have judged myself for so hard, so many times, and hated. I'm like, oh, I'm never going to sell that, and it's not, blah, 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 blah. And also moving from the very masculine into the feminine energy is also a huge part of this process. So it's obviously a very going from very doing. And I just wrote a very beautiful thing, like what will be heart like, because there are great questions here with asking about what is it that you're going to lose? Like, why is this basically hard to let go of? Because we are in need of letting go of something in order to bring in something new. Yeah. So it's asking about this, and I'm asking myself about it. And honestly, I found that really fun, that of course I have to let go of the whole identity of being so strong because I can do all these things, and I always struggle, and I work so hard, and I do so much, and I'm such an overachiever. So I'm just, wow, like, caught off guard. My ego loves the identity of being an overachiever because I'm so efficient. I'm so good at working so hard. I'm doing so much. And like, being an overdoer and an overachiever in our society is like highly valued. Like, oh, you're so strong, you're so awesome. But the thing is that it's a very wounded, even masculine trait to overdo, because it's a quantum, like, quantity is not better than quality, right? So even though I can produce quality in quantity also, that's not the goal. So that's like been a bubble that I've lived in, of like overachieving, like even quality and quantity, and look at me. So that whole ego structure is about to die, and it's holding on for dear life. It's just holding on for dear life. And I've been able to tell in the last few years, actually, but especially, yeah, that this program is holding on for dear life. Like, it's so scared of letting go. So that's going to be an interesting path. Yeah. I don't even know if it's a challenge, because I'm really aware of what's going on. I totally see how it plays a role in messing with my mind. But it's definitely going to be an interesting path to walk, because I am walking this path now. There is no going back, because I'm just not, I'm done playing the character of overachiever, being so good at doing so much. Look at me. I'm so awesome. Right? So, telling you that I caught myself off guard, okay? So I've been doing a little bit of this. I've been smoking a little bit. I haven't been smoking, not like that. I've been clearing with my homemade sage and lavender stick. Like, look at this. Homemade, guys. I'm growing it outside, picking it up, drying it, and wrapping it together. I don't know. I hope that's not dangerous. And I have my smoky quartz today. I also have an amethyst, by the way. Sometimes I feel called to bring him out. Sometimes I don't care. Now I do. And I've had some moments in the mirror today. I've been clearing, doing stuff, and claiming my sovereignty. And I've been going at it for a couple of hours now. So I'm ready, like, to step into my divine feminine, which for a very masculine, driven Sun Leo is a challenge, I'm going to tell you. So here we go. Releasing, like, the whole faith and self-confidence, releasing the need to control. Huge. It's been huge for years. But I'm just ready to step into being the magnet that I am. Like, I'm just ready. Here I come. I want to keep doing the last, answer the last questions here. So I will. But yeah, that was it. So now I'm like keeping myself accountable in this way as well. That's interesting. And also I want to show you something fun before I go. Yes, I am judging you. I thought that was very fitting for me, because I have been, and it's just such a great irony with the face and everything. Yeah, actually, Chris, I am. So that's fun. And thank you for listening if you are, and welcome to this crazy, I don't even know what this is, but welcome. And I will see you next time.